One-trick ponies, are otherwise known as players that just happen to play one hero only, have started to become a much bigger problem this season. Bigger than any other problem in any other season in the past, I'm gonna say. What really are one-tricks, if you're wondering? Well, they're players that will play only one hero, insta-lock that hero, and will not switch no matter what. The team comp's bad, whatever problems there are, you're gonna stay that hero. And there's some pretty good reasons for this, and very good backing for it. One, you're going to climb a lot faster. The SR system benefits you for doing this. You're going to probably have a higher win rate, and you're going to get a lot better at the character while you're doing it. A lot faster than anyone else that's a flex pick. Of course, you're going to be murdering your team comp and murdering your team play, and a lot of one-tricks mute their team, which ruins that even more. But you do have the benefits of the system helping you out quite a bit. And I even have a little bit of proof of this all working. This season, for the first 2 weeks, for like 9 or 10 hours, I played Reaper only. I hadn't played Reaper pretty much at all in any other season, and I climbed all the way from bottom of Diamond, just barely getting demoted down to there from not playing the game at all, to Masters, and again, only 9 to 10 hours. Got really good at him, really fast, learned really what to do, and you could say, you know, I'm a master player at heart, but beforehand I only played support and tank, so, you know, take that however you really want to. I feel like one-tricks just have been benefited in that there's a lot right now, and that's just kind of a fact to what's going on. But today I want to talk a little bit more about why people might dislike them, even more than just some of the things that I mentioned in the last few seconds. And if you have your own opinions on one-tricks and your own opinions on some of the things that you don't like about having them on your team, please leave that in the comment section down below. I've tried to atone for my sin of one-tricking Reaper and not picking anyone else, because now I play him while also playing a lot of different heroes as well. Just because you're one-trick doesn't mean you can't change into a flex player that still mainly plays your one main hero that you like to play. That's definitely good, and I'd say that's the main fix to all this one-tricking that we're having right now. Just flex a little bit, maybe even just 40 or 30 or 20% of your games. Going to be helping them a lot. Anyways, to the first problem that I feel like we have right now, one-tricks completely ruin your team comp dynamics. It often makes so that your team comp doesn't really work. I feel like this especially is apparent when you see people one-tricking people like Torb, Bastion, you know, someone like Junkrat. Those people don't fit into way too many team comps. They fit into very minute ones and ones that really aren't picked way too often. So those are the easiest ones to see. But even with people like Reaper, often if your team comp doesn't really fit him, you probably shouldn't be picking him. But one-tricks are doing it anyways, and that really hurts your team. It makes it that it doesn't run nearly as well as it possibly could if you're picking a character that actually fit your team a little bit better. And as well, it just makes it that your team comp kind of is a bit awkward and hard for your team to actually play, a lot more than if you're picking someone that would actually help them quite a bit better. Another thing that I feel like is a problem about one-tricks that's very similar to this is that if you get counterpicked, you and your entire team is screwed for a large majority of the game. For example, if there's a Far Mercy and it's a very open map and I can't do much as Reaper, and I try to go in there, I'm going to be hurting my team a lot. They aren't going to be able to do way too much, and if I have another one-trick, which I've had quite often, that again is someone like, let's say, Genji, that doesn't have a way to counter that Pharah, my team's in trouble. And if I'm not switching, yeah, you could see why some people would just not like to have that on their plate. Then it would have to be the Diva's problem, or maybe the Lucio would go for it, maybe the Ana would try to outsnipe him. The other people could try to pick up the role that I was supposed to be doing, but of course it's going to make people dislike me, and it's going to make it really kind of hard for you to play through the game. Another problem that I feel like does come with one-tricks is the fact that you win, you get more SR, whatever, but your teammates have to deal with that. Your teammates have to deal with the crap of you picking a hero that doesn't fit, of you picking a hero without communicating with them, of you not even communicating that much in chat, whatever, and, you know, of course, they get benefited less than you. They had to deal with all that. They had to go through the entire game with all this crap on their shoulders, and you're the one that gets the benefit. The one-trick is the one that goes up the ladder faster. The one-trick's the one that continues up the climb more than any of the flex players, and it's going to make them dislike you. It's going to be like, well, maybe I should become a one-trick, which many have. And, of course, the easiest one-trick to try to become is DPS because it gets benefited by the one-trick system so much, and that's why we have so many DPS right now, and it continues the cycle more and more and more. Overall, I feel like that's a big reason why people don't like this, because they feel like they're getting cheated, because they have to deal with these players, and then they get rewarded less than these players. It's just a little bit annoying. And finally, I feel like the reason why people really don't like one-tricks is the simple fact that if you have multiple one-trick ponies, it completely ruins the chance of winning many games. Now, this is not always true. Let's say you have like a one-trick Hanzo that's pretty good at him, and you can fit your team comp around him pretty well. you know, that can work okay. Do whatever, go in the game, have fun. However, if you have a 4 DPS one tricks, let's say you have Hanzo, Soldier, Genji, and then Tracer, you're going to be having a lot of problems playing that game. Let's say also Junkrat, I think that's only 3. But if you have all those characters playing in the same game, if you're one of the other 2 people, you could maybe go Winston, maybe go Lucio, and hope that you can happen to have an okay game where everyone outplays all the opponents way too much. But other than that, you can pretty much know that your chances of winning the game are down the drain. Having just a ton of one tricks in one game makes it that much worse, and I feel like if we happen to only have a rule of having one trick every game, nobody would really complain way too much. But when you see multiple in the same game, and especially multiple that are playing the same hero, you can see where that could kind of stack up. Now again, with this said, I'm not really 100% against one tricking. It makes you a lot better and makes you can climb faster. It does all that great stuff for your team, but you do have to realize that if you are going onto the road of one tricking, people are going to dislike you for many reasons. Not even just the ones I've said, but quite a bit more as well. So be ready to take that in. If you're a flex player, a lot of people are probably going to like you. And if you're one tricking your way up the ladder, expect just quite a bit of overall distaste from your teammates. Unless I guess you're one tricking someone like Lucio or Anna, who generally are liked quite a bit. Or I guess even Diva and Winston, which are generally liked pretty well because they fit the meta so greatly. Anyways, with all that said, that is just my own opinion, especially my own experience about one tricks. I do again want to hear your own experiences in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video and thought it was any good, press that subscribe button, leave a like if you want to see any more stuff like this in the future. And as always guys, thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.